Yeah, hi, my name is Paul. I'm both 53 and almost 30. Not accumulatively, but cumulative. There's one I can't avoid being, which is since birth, and the other one is since having my brain reconditioned. I was out for plumbing for a little bit, had the top off, and I was 23 when I sustained my head injury. So, yeah, basically the accident was because the rafting guide, after going down the river section, we put the boat on the little box trailer and tied it on, and then instead of letting us get in the car to go to the top, he made us sit in the boat. Otherwise we would have had to walk, so we didn't have any choice. He took off. He didn't just drive carefully, he was just swinging the trailer and fishtailing it through the paddock before we got to the highway, and everyone was, like the six of us were actually quite alarmed, to put mildly, but instead of going down to where we were supposed to take the boat off and go down again, he went straight past that and around a roundabout to give us more of a fright, and he floated around the roundabout to get the trailer sideways, and so we're sitting on the trailer just holding on. As soon as he got the car around the roundabout and he floored it to go straight ahead, we were thrown backwards in the trailer, but it turned out he hadn't actually tightened the ball on the trailer, so the arm of the trailer sort of flew off the car, and then the chain went tight, and that speared the arm into the ground, the trailer arm into the ground, and pancaked us into the road. But I was on the inside at the back, so I got thrown the furthest out, and instead of hitting the road, I went straight into a concrete culvert head first. So yeah, I was comatose pretty much immediately. I was in a coma straight away, which was basically post-apocalyptic anarchy in this Melbourne that was like the Gaza Strip, which is just totally demolished and deserted, and I was trying to work out where I was. I didn't have any idea who I was or what I'd ever done. This is my reality, which is, I suppose, an interpretation of my brain struggling to interpret what's happening, or trying to make sense perhaps of being in an unplanned, chaotic moment. So. It took me a long while to realise that I had anything wrong with me at all, because coming back from the thing is, from a coma, I mean, you've got no idea why you're there, and you're just struggling to hold on to the environment that you're already in. Some of the main challenges I have now, apparently I have the short-term memory issue, but I don't remember any of it. I was always too humiliated by the idea of having to refer to a list which I never used to have to do. So I'd go to the shops and I'd get what I thought I needed, and then go home and then realise I didn't have anything of what I needed, so I'd have to do it again. And yeah, but anyway, I ended up maybe taking it a little more seriously, and maybe looking. I like to try and make jokes, and when I find myself floundering a lot, I flounder just as a state of mind. But it's something I experienced firsthand, was people just sort of walking away, like can't handle I'm such a different person. I had a change in speech, like quite a slurred voice, and until I spent 2 years of speech therapy, and I was, in my mind, what was left of my mind, I was putting together this. I'd put together, like, say, a sentence to people, and the words that I'd expected, I just assumed that the words were still connected. So I'd sort of go through the sentence which I imagined, but I'd be talking. I'd pull out random words sometimes, like those connections were no longer there. So, which took a while to adapt to. My focus for a couple of years was to get back to my engineering job, and so I thought, well, I'll just do a rehash of engineering subjects at uni, and I found myself, I can't work out this theory, and I had to go back to the third year instead of fourth year, and then I have to go back to second year, and it was just such an insult to be able to not remember. After a couple of years of trying, I was so disgusted with my how far I had to go back to try and get stuff sorted, and even that I had no guarantee of getting where I wanted to, so I ended up quitting and just deciding to take up doing furniture. So I then did a TAFE course, and which I also ended up doing a Hue and Pine table with aluminium frame. So I managed to make some really cool stuff like through TAFE. I had some great support there too, from life friends who have really sort of stuck with me as well when I sort of see them. I'm very fortunate being a pensioner and also still trying to get somewhere with furniture making means that I don't have to focus on having an output and making money straight away. So, and I've got NDI support now too, which is awesome because I've got friends now instead of random people helping me. It's giving me possibilities that I just could not do until NDIS came around, I suppose, because I was just really, I suppose, flapping around in the sea by myself trying to get somewhere. But I suppose I got different sorts of support, like technical support, like in the workshop, and like how to focus. And for me, that's actually a lot of input, which is very useful because I didn't have any training in the woodworking areas until while I was an engineer. Yeah, particularly with like a lot of like brain injuries and things like that. People say, oh yes, you're shoved on a shelf and isolated and just and the system has to pay for you. But if you're actually the amount of people that can provide useful output, or and it's wonderful for them, for their sort of frame of mind, and they're providing value and product or providing work. It's a fundamental optimism, really, being able to be a part of society, to be fortunate enough to not die, and to be able to be in a position where you can actually get, see what you were doing before and think, oh, what crap was that? and that can be a great motivation, and to stick with that more positive approach. I mean, it's just euphoric to be able to start again, even if I can't remember something.